Hey everybody, Shavvo here, bringing you another 1 versus 1 match. This is going to be against myself. I am the blue Zerg down here at the bottom against NeverQuit, the red Terran up here on the right hand side. Now I'm going to try something a little bit different with the overlay here. I'm just toying around with them. Sending out my overlord, by the way, toying around with some overlays over here, and I actually recorded this game in first person, so I'm actually going to post that up here and see how y'all like it. Let's see if we can get that up there, and there we go. That looks pretty cool. I think it looks pretty decent, so it's going to show you what it looks like from my point of view and also from the replay standpoint. Sending out a scout on my 8th drone. That's because I want to kind of I just do it so you don't get surprised by any kind of proxies or anything stupid like that. As you know, being in Diamond League, it's just nothing but proxies and cheese, or at least that's what it seems like anyway. So I usually send my 8th drone out while my 9th drone is being built. NeverQuit over here building a barracks and supply depot. I am just continuing to drone up right now. Got my second overlord just popped over here. And I'm going to go ahead and start scouting out with my drone. I pulled my overlord back and I'm going to start sending my drone up in here, and he should be coming in right. And I'm just going to send this guy over here, and there he goes. And if you just set your guy to attack just around a building structure of Terran, then he'll typically go for the unit actually building the structure rather than the actual structure itself. So that's a good harassment tip there if you want to try that. Unfortunately, I was a little too late and I wasn't able to get any kind of good harassment. So I just kind of send my drone out, and I send him out in the wrong direction just in case he saw me, or he was sending an SUV just to kind of follow me, try and find where I'm going, just kind of throw him off there a little bit. Got my spawning pool up over here. I don't know where this guy is going. Maybe I was trying to send my overlord there or something. But now he's coming over here, and he's going to go ahead and get his mine on with the minerals. APM wise, I'm about 254 right now because I spam like crazy in the beginning. And he is sending his SCV just kind of over here just to finally figure out where I'm at. Got my scouting drone coming back to my base, researching the metabolic boost. Got my queen coming out. Finally figures out where I'm at, does a little bit of a scouting. Checks me out, see that I have my spawning pool up. And then he goes ahead and leaves, throwing down a factory. Got his 2 Marines over here, making another Marine. Income wise, 16 to 16, so we're pretty even on the harvester count as of right now. Got about 4 Zerglings coming out over here. Do a throw up on my hatchery with my queen. Making a second extractor. Let's look at the Unix production tab. He's got his orbital command coming out. He's got his factory and 1 more Marine. I got my metabolic boost and 1 more drone coming out over here. He's continuing to make another supply depot. Got his 4th Marine coming out over here, getting his scouting SUV, coming back home. Income wise, we're about even right now. I've got about 17 harvesters, 18 harvesters, but once this mule starts kicking in, he's going to go up on the mineral account, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's got about 580, 740, so that mule really makes a whole bunch of difference, making a lair right now. APM wise, still about 258 or so. Throwing down a baneling's nest, and I'm starting to send out my Zerglings over here just to kind of go to this Zelnaga watchtower and this Zelnaga watchtower. Lair's about almost done, about a little bit over halfway done, and just happens that I see this push coming out. So it's a very, very early push. He's got 1 Hellion and about 6 Marines coming my way, or 5 Marines. So it doesn't spell too good for my Zerglings, as these Hellions will destroy my Zerglings while my Zerglings are taking out these Marines. So it's a pretty strong push in the very beginning. Got my Baneling's Nest, making a whole bunch more Zerglings as I want to be able to counteract this as best as possible. He's got a 2nd Hellion coming out over here as well. And he's got another Marine. And of course I am seeing all of this, so I'm going to be able to react to it fairly strong. Now I try to bring my Zerglings up over here to where if he comes in, I'll be able to get a good surround. But of course my stupid Zergling comes over here, and I decided, okay, I might as well engage, see what I can do. But his Hellions are roasting my Zerglings faster than I want to, so I've decided to pull him back with my queen over here. I do a 1 last throw up on my queen. He's able to take out this one. Overlord and a couple good shots by the Hellions, and they were able to take out the rest of my Zerglings. So I'm not in good shape right now. I'm not doing so hot, but I have a whole bunch of Zerglings in the process. I'm going to go ahead and morph into a couple of Banelings right now. So it's not looking too good for me right now, and he decides to push in, but he sees that I have a few more coming out, and he sees my Baneling, so he decides to pull out, pushing my Queen up over here to kind of take the brunt of these hits, so my Zerglings and Banelings will be able to do some more damage. And here it comes. I'm going to get a good surround on those Hellions, and I take out that one reinforcing Hellion with a couple of Baneling hits and another Zergling. So I'm able to take out that early push. It was a pretty strong push, but I was able to take it out. I got my second Queen coming in over here because I was thinking that my first Queen was going to die, and she barely escaped death with 20 hit points left. I got a couple of Zerglings and my one Roach coming out over here. So it was a pretty strong push. I go ahead and throw down a Hydralisk Den, make another Roach or two. And let's see what he's doing. He's throwing down another factory, another barracks. He's got about 2 Marauders, 2 Hellions, so that's another strong little push. I'm using my second Queen to go ahead and start spreading the creep. And I take this one drone, and I'm going to go ahead and try to expand. And I plop down my expansion right there. Hydralisk Den just now completing. Creep Tumor just came out over here, so I see that he's pushing out again, so he is just continuing to put the pressure on me right now. And he just roasts my one Zergling over there, but I do know that he's coming, as he roasted my Zergling and I saw him coming. So he's got about 3 Marauders and 3 Hellions. We got another 2 Roaches coming in over here, so I'm pushing in right now. He's going to focus down my Roaches with his Marauders, going to take this out. But it's not looking so hot. I am not able to take out any of his units right now, so that was a big loss for me. And my hatchery is going to be forced to cancel, but I move my Spine Crawler up over here just to kind of get a good ramp shot. So if he moves up with his Hellions or his Marauders, my Spine Crawler is going to be able to get a good shot out. And I'm making units like crazy, making a whole bunch of Hydralisks and Roaches. Got a pretty decent force, so that's going to be enough to take this out. And he's got a couple of reinforcing Marauders, but I'm continuing to spread out the creep, and I have my Spine Crawler up over here, and it's going to come up over there and take out that one and take out that other Marauder, or not Marauder, but those 2 Hellions as they're really low. So I decide to push up before he gets any more, and I come out over here and I take out the other tank, or the other Hellion, and he's microing his Marauders as best he can, but I have my Hydralisk and my Roaches reinforcing over here, and he's going to be forced to pull back, and he kind of just takes his reinforcing units and pushes them right there, and he's got a tank on the way, so that doesn't spell pretty good for me. But I also have a pretty good units. I've got about 4 Hydralisk, 10 Roaches, and 2 Queens, although I'm not using my Queens over here. So I decide I need to push out right now, as this tank's going to come over here and he's going to be able to use his tank. But the tank gets out of position right now. I'm going to try and focus on this tank before it gets to the back, and I take out the tank. Right now I've decided to push back. I got a whole bunch of Zerglings coming over here and just harassing the Marauders like crazy. The Marauders are running as fast as they can, but he doesn't have any kind of stamina or anything like that. And this one Marauder gets lucky, crazy lucky, was he only has 23 hit points. And of course I'm seeing everything that he's doing with my Zergling over there at the Zelnaga Watchtower. And here's the surprise right now, and I've got a Nidus network being built right now, and I've got this Overlord coming over here getting a good sight of this ledge right here. So this Nidus network is being built, and I'm just praying right now that he does not do a comsat on my base, and I'm hoping that he doesn't. Does he have enough energy? He does have plenty of energy right now, so he is not making good use of the energy. And my Nidus network completes, and as soon as it completes, I immediately just load all of my troops into the Nidus network and immediately start building it right here. So this is not spelling good news for NeverQuit right now. He's just building up his forces right now, and my Nidus network is almost coming, and here comes the pain. So I immediately start unloading all of my troops into his Nidus network, going for the mineral line, taking out as many SCVs as I can. And here comes the Roach, who's going to take out these Hellions, and I got my Hydralisk reinforcing right now. He's going to go ahead and take out all of this. He's got a siege tank sieging up the back, so I need to take all of my Zerglings over here and try and focus on this tank. And here I come. I'm going to focus on the tank with my Zerglings right now. and I'm coming in and he's losing all of his units right now, and I'm just continuing to push out as many units as I can through that Nidus network, and I'm taking out all of his units. He has no offensive units right now, and he goes ahead and leaves the game. So pretty decent Nidus network usage over here. I think that it's not used too often, or not often enough rather, and I decided to come up with a strategy to use it, although this is kind of on the fly. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this commentary. More to come.